Now, your Storm Team 18 forecast on News 18.
All right, starting out tonight, temperatures will be dropping down to the upper 40s, expecting that lunar eclipse to be overhead between about 1 to 4 a.m. in the morning. Still looking pretty good, partly cloudy skies for the eclipse. So if you're going to be out or even staying up late for it tonight, looking pretty good for that. So no need to worry about any storms tonight. We'll be looking pretty good for that. But looking at the tomorrow, looking at a beautiful day, temperatures reaching the 70s as we head throughout your day. Looking pretty windy as well, but still going to feel much more like actually late spring, early summer. So tomorrow may actually feel like a June-like day. So definitely going to be quite a nice day to go outside for a walk, run, pretty much do anything tomorrow, as you do expect a lot of dry time. It's not until Friday night into Saturday we do expect those changes to arrive with some storms very early in the morning. Some could be strong, and then some dry time Saturday early day, and then some more storms during the afternoon. But look at those winds, quite gusty, up to around 40 miles per hour of those wind gusts, maybe even 50, especially with that being the case, which is hence why there's a wind advisory in place for most of our southern counties, which I will show that map a bit later in 11. That is in place from Friday 4 p.m., actually 5 p.m. to Saturday 4 p.m. So looking at 23 hours of straight strong wind gusts for our area. But looking ahead to the severe weather outlook for Friday night into Saturday, unfortunately, the Storm Prediction Center does have most of the area underneath the level 2 slight risk for severe weather, which does mean we could see some scattered severe weather and enhanced risk, looking at a higher chance of severe storms in that area for Benton, Warren, Fountain, and Montgomery County for that time frame. And looking at the threats, tornado threat looks to be pretty low for eastern counties. For western counties, a slightly higher threat for a spot tornado or two. So looking at, unfortunately, that being the case, but that's not the worst threat. The wind threat will be the one to watch, as we do expect so strong winds in excess of 60 to 70 miles per hour, looking to be pretty high, especially the further west you go, the higher chance of the 30% risk for strong winds, Benton, Warren, Fountain, and again, Montgomery County. That's why there is that enhanced risk in place, as there's a stronger threat for winds, with this hatched area being where you can see some destructive winds. So definitely not looking good in terms of the wind threat. For the hail threat, not as severe, but still 5% chance further east, 15% chance from Tippecanoe County and pointing southwestwards for your Friday night to Saturday. But looking ahead, and move the clock for you to around 11 o'clock, you can see that we're still nice and dry through Friday night, so most of the day Friday will be great. So if we're going to be out even at 8, 9 o'clock Friday night, nothing to worry about until very early Saturday morning. This is by 1 o'clock Saturday morning. You can see the storms coming in from our west, potentially a squall line that will quickly sweep through between about 1 to 4 in the morning. By 4, it's right over Lafayette, moving through pretty quickly, and by about 7 o'clock, it's out of here and off towards the east. So quite a noisy night. That squall line could again have winds in excess of 60 to 70 miles per hour. And even outside of that squall line, winds can still be gusting up to 50 miles per hour, as again, remember, there will be that wind advisory in place Friday night. So unfortunately, even outside of the storms, we're still going to have the strong winds. And now we'll continue the Saturday, looking at the warm, windy day, and then watch Saturday afternoon. More storms develop out to our southeast. That severe threat, mainly for our southeastern counties, as we head throughout the day on Saturday, but looking at least in better shape as we do head towards Saturday evening, as this line of storms pushes off towards our east on Sunday, looking at much better conditions, but it will be much colder. Temperatures only in the 40s on Sunday afternoon, so we're going to go from 70s back down into the 40s. So unfortunately, looking at some unseasonably cool temperatures once again, but it won't last long, because after Sunday, it's back into the 60s Monday, 70s on Tuesday, looking quite nice, and then next Wednesday into Thursday, unfortunately, next system comes in, some rain, some storms, and unfortunately, yeah, maybe even some snow on the backside of that system on Thursday afternoon, which unfortunately Thursday being the first day of spring, that may be the case, which hopefully, if we do happen to have that warm regime kick in a bit more, they may not be the case. But for now, unfortunately, leaving that small chance for snow next Thursday. But for right now, looking quite warm for tomorrow and the Saturday, looking at 71 degrees that day, 47 on Sunday, 60 degrees for St. Patty's Day, looking pretty good, 72 on Tuesday, 70 Wednesday, storms late in the day, changing over to snow by late Thursday, and then temperatures back into the 60s by the following Sunday.